It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Hello and welcome, everybody. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith. We're glad to have you with us on 2K Sports. Tonight, we'll be watching the Orlando Magic playing against the Cleveland Cavaliers. This Cleveland group has been getting things done. Nice job they've been doing over the last 10 games. 8 wins and not having too many problems. And you hear Kyrie Irving's name, and you think of a playmaking point guard. But he is as deadly a shooter, Kenny, as anyone in the league from time to time.
I mean, the guy won a three-point contest, so no surprise there. You know, he's averaged, 2 to 3 three-pointer shots made in the last couple of seasons. Now he's quick to get off his shot off the dribble, which is different from most three-point shooters. That's why some people don't really recognize him as a three-point shooter.
And not only that, Kenny, because he's so fast, you got to respect his drive and give him the space. As soon as you do that, yak him.
Thanks for
the Cavaliers leading by 3. So on the floor for Orlando, Payton and Oladipo, the explosive backcourt pair. Gordon and Vucevic together in the post.
Those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten in the first half here.
And I think they should continue to work the ball down low, Clark. It's really going to free up their outside shooting.
And it's Gordon missing.
Not really his best quarter as far as scoring. Let's see if he can eventually get back on track.
Love kicks to Smith. Here's Freak. Yes, and it's Smith with the assist that time. And that's now 10 points for Freak.
That was the third straight high percentage look this defense has allowed. I mean, these defenders have got to start bumping bodies in the paint. Be more physical. Be more aggressive.
The game's just far too easy right now when it comes to attacking the basket. They have got to do better.
Smith drives in, and there's the call on James. That is his first foul of the game. So it's Orlando now, trailing by 4. Their last encounter was in Orlando.
Yeah, really ratcheted up the pressure in their last matchup, getting steals and just creating havoc defensively.
And frankly, I mean, that was sloppy play on the other side's part, but not all of them. They put the screws to them, that's for sure.
J.R. Smith and LeBron at the 2 and 3. Kevin Love out there with Freak, and it's Irving at the point guard. That's the 5 for Cleveland right now. Let's go to our sideline reporter, Doris Burke. Doris, what do you have?
Well, Kev, Freak in the last matchup against the Heat was simply terrific. He had 27 points, and as always, piling up rebound after rebound as well. Just numbers that really jump out at you in a box score.
Great, Doris. Thanks. Any chance we see him top that performance right here tonight?
You know, I can't imagine he'd be able to pull off that kind of an outing 2 games in a row. But, hey, that's what the truly great ones are capable of doing.
Boy, even if he came close to matching it, that would be really impressive. But I tell you, that's asking an awful lot of one guy.
Here's Payton following the basket by Freak. Oladipo for 3. That's good. And it's Payton with the assist. Payton's got 6 assists here tonight.
You know, the defense was lax right there, and he's able to make them pay.
Irving kicks to Freak. So the whistle blows on the shot, and 2 free throws for the contact right there. Already it's February. Let's see how the East is matching up. Take a look at the Cavaliers. What a run they've had this year. In first place and charging seemingly at will toward the postseason. These guys have been outstanding. And, of course, the Magic just way behind.
And right now for the Cavaliers, they've had just the kind of season you knew they were capable of. I mean, they've got all the talent in the world, but how about maximizing it to the fullest?
Well, there was never a question about the talent. I mean, they've got enough of that. It was just a matter if they could get the most out of it.
Now here's Payton. He hasn't scored yet. That I'm sure will change. Picked by Vucevic. Oladipo for 3. And again, it's Orlando with a 3.
These defenders had better start closing out on those shooters.
That's 2 in a row, and we call that a streak.
Love with the screen for Irving. Freak. Great use of the pick to create room for the jumper. Freak's got 17 now.
Perfect screen there. Set him up with a terrific look.
Yeah, I like the fact that the setup was good, the screen was solid, but you also have to look at the fact that the defender didn't do his job as well as he could have.
Now, here's Oladipo. He's got 11, and he gets it back. Out of bounds as Orlando keeps possession.
And let's take a quick look now at some stats for Love. His last 10 games have been exceptional. 4th in three-point field goal percentage. And not many players convert opportunities inside as well as he. Top 15 in field goal percentage.
And yeah, he's one of the lasers in the game. Just a hard man to put on ice.
They get a hand on it. LeBron kicks to Love. His first shot coming late, and Cleveland again with the bucket.
I like the way they've picked it up here offensively in the second.
Yeah, up above 50% in terms of field goal percentage. They're on a roll.
Now here's Payton. He's averaging a bit over 5 points a game. And there's the feed to Gordon. Off target with his 3. The Cavaliers leading by 5. Freak kicks to Smith. No good from outside. Orlando's gone 5 of 8 from three-point land. 15 points and a deep ball for them tonight. Pass to Fournier. The 3. Shot is off. And Cleveland will come the other way. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. They come in fresh off a win against the Heat.
And we've talked about how in the NBA you've got to earn your points the hard way, and that really wasn't the case in that game for them.
No, there was no hard way about it. I mean, they got their points easily on dunks and layups against a defense that really didn't offer much of a fight.
All right, we'll take a look now at how the points have been generated so far. A scoring breakdown for the Cavaliers.
And so far, these guys have done a fantastic job finding the opening man and getting some easy baskets.
Another thing they've been doing so far tonight is knocking down the jump shot.
And he makes the first.
When you're hot, and that's certainly been the case for Freak. 8 rebounds and 3 blocks. He is in complete control of this game.
Clark, you're on the money with that one. It's all going his way.
Now here's Payton. He hasn't yet put up any points in this one. Magic moving the ball around. Not as good, and the Cavaliers lead cut down now to just 4 points with the basket from Fournier.
There is no way a player like him can be left wide open like that. Did you pay attention to the scouting report?
They can't guard us on the perimeter. Let's spread the floor and isolate up top. Spacing, fellas. Spacing.
And while we have a second, let's see which squads have topped the league in assists during the past month. Second, the Cavaliers.
And what stands out? I'm really unselfish.
And just over 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Irving passes to Freak. Shot from 12. Can't. Get it to go. Great D that time from Vucevic. The Orlando Magic come into this one following a loss to the Milwaukee Bucks.
And you don't have to go too deep into the box score to figure out why they lost that one. They just had an inability on that day to make shots.
You know, sometimes we talk about a defense getting into the head. heads of the opposing players, Greg, but that night they got up in their own heads, just got in their own way and couldn't get out of it.
And the bucket counts, and he's up. On his way to the free throw line, try to make it a three-point play.
Boy, such outstanding patience and decision-making for them offensively.
Absolutely. Their ball movement has been outstanding, and they're piling up the assists.
The free throw drops for Vucevic. Cavaliers have gone 4 of 7 from the field in this second quarter so far. Left side, Irving. In the corner, Smith with it. James outside. He dishes it to Irving. Passes it to Love. Yes, and it's Irving picking up the assist. Irving's got 5 assists in the game.
That's leadership. Really, really valuable to have someone who can just take charge like he has.
Well, there's a certain amount of confidence you have when the ball is in his hands at that end of the floor right now. I mean, he just gives you a sense of calm and confidence because of how good he is.
And a wide open look for Freak. Offline with his 3.
Boy, from my angle, it looked like it was in the bottom of the net. Looked good from here.
Yeah, I'm about as shocked as you are, Clark.
And Fournier kicks to Vucevic, and it's blocked. The pass to Freak. Pulls up on the wing. Good, he hits the jump shot. Freak's got 21.
He's been one of their more reliable options today, guys. I mean, his shooting has led them to this lead.
Smith against Oladipo. They set the pick. Payton up top. No scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. The Cavaliers leading by 3. Freak with it. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up.
Yeah, the defender all over him.
Greg, he got him good there. I mean, that's why the shot was so far off.
This is his 3rd trip to the free throw line in the game.
And it's a super first half for him at the free throw line.
Yeah, he's been his best up there. He's got the confident stroke going today. You know, there's been some improvement in his free throw shooting this year. His percentage has taken a little jump compared to last season.
Catching up on the changes for Cleveland. Tristan Thompson, he's checked in for Love. Jefferson comes in for LeBron. Shumpert is checked in for Smith. And it's Matthew Dellavedova in for Kyrie Irving. And so it's Cleveland with it, following the bucket by Orlando. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Jefferson.
No clue where That pass was going. That is a brutal turnover.
Channing Frye's checked in for Freak. In a pretty tightly contested game here as we end the first half. Cavaliers lead by 4. And now we'll send it down to Doris Burke, who's standing by courtside.
Well, a double-double already in the books for you, and we're only at the half. Do you see them trying to throw different looks at you to slow you down?
Well, I mean, I guess that's a question for them, really. I'm not going to try and guess what they'll be doing in the locker room because I think that's a pointless exercise. Just going to keep plugging away and doing my thing, you know.
Thank you for your time, Kevin. If it ain't broke, don't fix it.
Thank you for the great interview, Doris. We'll be back for the third quarter of basketball following halftime.